If you're tired of wondering if you're ever going to be able to have a normal sex life, if you're ever going to have natural, normal erections, and you're tired of looking through the internet, trying something, getting your hopes up, getting no results, and then being crushed over and over and over again. Today, I'm going to help you understand why that's happening and what actually needs to happen to fix this permanently. So my name's Cam Joyner. I had erectile dysfunction for 7 years, and I went to urologists, I went to MDs, I went to psychologists, and I got no results. And I ended up fixing this problem by living in a Buddhist monastery. And that helped me understand the thing that was happening that was really causing the problem. The reason that you're not able to make progress with this is because you're trying to fix it logically. You're looking around for a piece of information that you can just plug in and everything will magically start working. But let me tell you, that approach is destined to fail. Logic will never fix this problem. And I say that as somebody who really tried. I used to be a server administrator. My way of thinking when I first had this problem was very, very logical. And what happened is I just kept running into brick wall over and over and over again and getting no results. The reason logic can never fix this problem is because the problem itself is something deeper. Right now, when you go into the bedroom, instead of paying attention to this beautiful woman in front of you, what you're experiencing is fear. You're checking your erection quality. You're worrying about, how am I going to feel? Am I going to be embarrassed if I lose it? Is she going to leave me? It feels like your entire relationship is on the line every time you go into the bedroom. And the reason for that is because you're at war with yourself. Your mind and your emotions are at war. Your mind wants to have sex. And your emotions are saying, I'm not okay. This is not fun for me. This is painful. I don't feel safe. And your mind is just saying, get out of here. We'll do it anyway. And what happens? You end up feeling worse. And then you ignore that. What most guys don't realize is how much your emotions will control your behavior and your biology. Think about it. When you get afraid, your body reacts. Your emotions literally control your physiology. When you're in a good mood, your chest is open, you're smiling. When you're feeling scared, small, you bunch forward. You protect yourself. And the conflict between your mind and your emotions is a war inside of yourself. And as long as that war is raging, you will never have the sex life that you want. And this battle is incredibly painful because essentially what you're doing is you're trying to make your emotions go away. You're trying to pretend they don't exist. You're trying to just grit your teeth and get through it. And you just think that if I could just get my erections back, then I would feel better. But this is called a reverse process fallacy. It means that you've mixed up the order of operations. I will save money when I'm rich. I will go to the doctor when I feel better. It'll never work. If you take that approach, you will fail forever. But there is something that you can do. You could acknowledge that war within yourself. And you can look at what it really is. It's a spiritual battle. And what I mean by that is it's a battle for your internal state. Right now, your internal state, you have created it accidentally. And as long as your internal state is created accidentally, as long as you ignore your emotions, you pretend like they don't have any impact in your life, the war rages and you lose. You will stay in pain. The pain will grow. You'll get more confused. And no matter what solution you put in front of yourself, it'll fail. But there's another option. You can drum up tremendous courage and you can face your emotions. You can face your inner world. This is the essence of the spiritual path. This is what every religion talks about. This is what every spiritual tradition talks about. The kingdom of heaven is within. Your inner world right now was created accidentally. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, assuming it's safe to do so. And I want you to imagine your home. But I want you to imagine you're sitting down somewhere in your home, and for the last month, you've done no cleaning. You didn't take the trash out, you didn't do the dishes, didn't clean up any spills. You're just sitting there. Now imagine you have to get up and cook a meal. What would your kitchen look like? Would you have to be moving around and dodging things that were disgusting that you didn't want to touch? That trash and dirt and grime would control your behavior. This is what's happened to your emotions. Emotions are something that need to constantly be cleaned. Why? Because you have hard times. Life is difficult. The problem that you're running into right now is partially that a girl made fun of you when you were 7, and you don't think that has any impact on you, but it still changes how you interact with women. Something bad happened to you sexually. In this case, the bad means you lost an erection and it was really painful and you didn't understand why. And you tried to just grit up, man up, face it. But that doesn't work because there's some part of you inside that's scared. And as long as you ignore that scared part of you, your sex life will be a mess. But it's very, very fixable. When you fix this, when you get your mind and your emotions, you get them moving in the same direction, you heal this problem instead of looking at it as something to be fixed, made to go away. What happens is that it becomes effortless to get erections. Why? Because your body likes sex. Your emotions like sex. But your emotions cannot enjoy sex while they're scared. And as long as you ignore that fact, you will suffer. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you want some help learning how to take care of your inner world, there's a link down below you can use to get a hold of me. This is a really fixable problem. Stop letting it fuck up your life. Be courageous. Face your inner world. And you will understand why you've been struggling so hard. And the process of healing will be a beautiful adventure that opens up a new dimension of your life. If you want to start working on your internal world, you can use this video.